I think it's really cool that you took over the family business and it's something that you love and you're passionate about.
Like, I'm like really fortunate to be 30 years old and like really not like have to worry about money at all. Like, it's something I'm kind of like honestly a little bit uncomfortable talking about in general. Mm-hmm. But like I grew up like very well off, and like after I graduated college, it was like kind of being groomed to take it over, but like in like, you know, like a decade or two, you know, like it wasn't expected I was gonna be taking over like right away. And then I told you that a lot of them got cancer, right?
Yeah.
So because I had all of these family tragedies, I got inheritance like all at once and kind of, you know, relatively young. I'm like not trying to say woe is me, but the business I like was really blessed to inherit like does like pretty well.
Yeah. Okay, you opened up the door for something that really, I've literally been having an anxiety attack about all day.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, in a marriage, finances, how would you split the bills? Would it be 50-50?
I don't know if I believe in paying all of it. Mm-hmm. And I also don't think I believe in splitting 50-50 if I'm like making more. But I do like the thought of both of us paying something because it feels like we're both invested.
I'm glad, because the other guys were hard 50-50, and I didn't realize, like, I don't agree with that.
Okay.
As girls, I do like nice things, and we shop more. Grooming and nails and hair and my fucking workout classes and stuff are expensive. And my last relationship, I was taken care of 100%.
One of the things that I am most insecure about is, does she want me because of my job and because of the money that I was very blessed to have?
Yeah.
Like, while we would be married, I always would need the assurance, like, if we woke up tomorrow, suddenly all my money vanished. If some hurricane came and destroyed all the art, and that, like, you would be there with me, and that like, not like shit, my fucking lottery ticket just like got, you know what I mean? Like,
I will tell you, if I wanted to marry for the money, I would have married a very long time ago. That would have been a very easy thing for me to do.
That's validating to hear. If God forbid we were to get married and then divorced, of course, like that money's meant to be ultimately like my children's.
Okay.
Okay, so when I first saw this clip, now, I like to say with these shows, take a lot of it with a grain of salt, because I don't know how it's edited or how it's cut up as far as like making someone look bad if not really a bad person. So when it came to Leo, when he said that he don't like to talk about his money, he talked about being rich an awful lot on this show, on the time he was on this show. So I was like, I'm not buying that. We're talking about it all the time. And Brittany, now, just from what I'm seeing on the screen, it came across as she's a gold digger. She might not be, but that's how it came across, and that's how it was edited up. So when you're saying I was taken care of in my last relationship 100%, I'm like, don't expect it over here. Even if I'm rich, don't expect it over here. Because unless you're not working or can't work, and the person who's making the majority of the money, if they have to pay for everything, that's one thing. But if you're making money, yes, pay some part of the household bills. Does it have to be 50-50? Not necessarily, but that's for you and your spouse to agree on, your partner. I do like the 50-50 thing, especially the state I live in. Everything is expensive, so unless you are wealthy or got connections, a lot of people are not being the head of the household unless that's just how their household is ran. But when he was like, yeah, this money's meant for my kids and not for you, I was like, this ain't going nowhere at all. I don't think that relationship will work regardless if that's the mindset like she had going in, where she wants to be taken care of 100%. And then she was like, all the stuff we have to get done as far as females, as like her workout classes, nails. Do you really need that, or is it something you want to do? Because if I'm Leo and I'm trying to pursue something with you, don't think I'm gonna take a bulk of that stuff that you're paying for yourself. That's all you, if that's the stuff you want to do. But yeah, when it comes to this type of conversation, you want that before you even get engaged, not just when you're married and talk about, oh, let's talk about finances now. You want to talk about that way before you even get engaged, of how that's going to look, who's going to do what do we agree upon? Because every household is different. Everybody's income is different. She might make more than him. It might be reverse. So depending on what that income looks like, he can take the mortgage, she can take the bills, they can do something for groceries. You'll just have to work that out amongst yourself according to your income level. In our household, we do everything 50-50. We make around the same amount of money, but it's like, that's something we discussed about way beforehand. Just knowing our situations, how we grew up. So the way we do it in our household, everything is 50-50. Except for all individual bills, of course, we pay for that by ourselves, but anything household related, kids related, everything goes 50-50. As far as like anything that breaks, anything when you get done to the house, stuff like that, stuff kids need for all their extra activities, all that is 50-50.
Well, I didn't know what to think of this clip with both people. I think I kind of sway towards what Jay says about Brittany. Like, she's been taken care of, and she's saying the right things on camera, but is it a front, okay? Just like Jay mentioned, the guy, he was seeming like a nice guy about his money, you know, I just have it, this, that, and the other, but Jay's also saying he's just touting his money. So again, with this information, are they both just putting up an act in front of the camera? Because if that's the case, I mean, it's not going to work out for them at the end of the day, even if they do get married. They're in for a hell of a shocking reality because they weren't really being honest. Now, if we take it for what it is with the clip about money, see, I do it like this because in my household, I make the money and my wife stays home, takes care of the kids, especially because we have a special needs child. We felt this was the best route to go, just to be 24/7 with our special needs child. So it works out this way, but now I am in control of all the finances and making sure I pay everything, which is the case. So on my end, that's how it is. It's concrete. And if my wife wants something here and there, so long as it's in the budget and I can afford it, yes. And also, I do needs, okay? If there's wants, how badly do you, well, I know you want it, but is it necessary? Like with doing your nails, doing your hair, you know, that kind of stuff. It's not a need, I'm sorry. If you want that, I've already talked this over with my wife, when I'm home, you can maybe get a part-time and pay that for yourself because I don't see it as a need. I'm gonna pay for the needs, okay? So that's how it goes with that. But there is another aspect of this, which is, I think he mentioned it, that what if somebody makes more? Let's take an example here. Let's say the man or the woman makes 100 grand and then your partner makes half of that. Okay, I will work with that in the sense that the person that makes more, maybe they should pay a little more just because the person that makes half may not be able to fully and comfortably pay the 50-50 of everything. So the person that makes more, I would do this if it was me. I would pay the full mortgage and I would pay half the bills. And then my other partner, if they can, pay the other half of the bills. And then maybe we'll go both with the food. Or if the person that makes less can pay the food as well, so be it. So I would take that route if the finances are not level, where both of you are making almost the same. That's how it would go. I think that is fair, at least in my head. So you got to figure all that out. And also, I think the guy's name is Will, if I'm correct. He was talking about he worries that women are just going to go after his money, which is very legitimate, okay? I think this is more so, I would take it as with lottery winners, you know, out of the blue, like, oh, you know, such and such won the lottery. Doesn't he look a little more attractive? Doesn't he look fine? Or even if it's a woman, I mean, men are already dogs, they were probably already chasing her, even without money. But that is very legitimate. That is a concern to have. If you have money, how much of a genuine person are you getting that's approaching you? So I do agree with that. But otherwise with finances, I say, like I just mentioned, talk it out, what is comfortable for both of you, and definitely always pay the necessary things and try to have some of the wants.